Now we can compute everything, okay, whatever they have asked, like turnaround time, waiting time, or whatever. It's easy actually hereafter. Okay, let's first compute something called as completion time. Okay, completion time of every process. Let us assume this is process P1, P2, P3, P4, and then P5. See, I have written all the process IDs over here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, what is the completion time of process P1? Process P1 has completed time unit 5, right? Fine. Similarly, process P2 has completed a time unit 7, right? Fine. Process P3 has completed its execution at time unit 13. Process P4 has completed its execution at time unit 8. And process P5 has completed its execution at time unit 10. Fine. So we have computed completion time, right? Now we need to compute something called as turnaround time. Okay. Now turnaround time, we already know the formula. Turnaround time is nothing but completion time of a process minus arrival time of that process, right? For example, turnaround time of process P1 is nothing but completion time, which is 5, minus arrival time, which is 2. So 5 minus 2 is nothing but 3. Okay. Similarly, for process P2, turnaround time is nothing but 7 minus 3, which is 4. Similarly, for process P3, it is 13 minus 6, which is 7. Similarly, actually for it is 7 minus 3, which is 4. Fine. It is 13 minus 4, which is 9. Okay. Similarly, for process P4, it is 8 minus 6, which is 2, which means it has spent 2 time units inside the RAM, right? That's what turnaround time means. Similarly, for process P5, it is 10 minus 8, which is 2. Okay, so these are the turnaround times. Now we can compute the average turnaround time. How? Add all these things, for which is nothing but 3 plus 4 plus 9 plus 2 plus 2 divided by 5. Okay, this thing you can compute it by yourself. Okay, fine. Now turnaround time is computed. Fine. Now after turnaround time, we need to compute something called as waiting time, right? Now let's compute the waiting time. See, one more important point I need to tell here. Here, actually they didn't give any IO time, right? For any process, they didn't give any IO time. Why? Because here they have assumed that, it is very important point, please make a note of it. They have assumed that no process will undergo IO. Okay? No process is in need of IO. No process needs to read anything from any of the IO device. Okay? That is our assumption for this problem. Okay? It is within the, please write it down. Assume that no process needs IO. Okay, this is part of our problem. Fine. Now let's compute the waiting time. See, we already know that our turnaround time is nothing but waiting time plus burst time plus IO time. Okay. Now they have clearly given that our IO time is 0. Okay. It is 0. Now, so turnaround time is nothing but waiting time plus burst time, and from this I can compute our waiting time, right? Waiting time equal to turnaround time minus burst time. This is the formula for waiting time. See, actually this formula is very logical. Okay, you need not by heart it. Okay, why? See, what is meant by waiting time? Actually, in our turnaround time is nothing but it is a combination of waiting time plus burst time plus IO time. Now IO time is 0, so turnaround time is nothing but it is a combination of waiting time, which means the time spent by a process within the RAM without doing anything, plus the time spent by the process with the CPU. Now if you subtract burst time, which means the execution time, from the total time spent by the process in the RAM, you can find out the amount of time spent by the process in the RAM without doing anything productive, which means it is actually waiting to be executed or IO. Okay, fine. From this formula, we can compute waiting time. Fine, now let's compute the waiting time. Okay, waiting time of process P1 is nothing but turnaround time minus burst time, right? Turnaround time is 3 and burst time is 3, so 3 minus 3 is 0. Okay, similarly 4 minus 2 is 2, 9 minus 3 is 6, 9 minus 3 is 6, fine. Then 2 minus 1 is 1 and 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay, fine. 3 minus 3 is 0, 4 minus 2 is 2, 9 minus 3 is 6, 2 minus 1 is 1, 2 minus 2 is 0, fine. Now we can calculate the average waiting time, right? To calculate the average waiting time, just add this all 5 waiting times and then divide it by 0, okay? That is the average waiting time. Fine. Now after average waiting time, we need to compute something known as throughput, okay? Now before computing throughput, let's first compute schedule length, okay? Now what is meant by schedule length is the total time which our scheduling algorithm has scheduled the processes, okay? See, our scheduling algorithm has started scheduling processes at time unit 2, okay? Only from 2 our scheduling algorithm has started scheduling processes and it is scheduling processes until time unit 13, okay? So total schedule length is nothing but completion time of last process minus arrival time of first process, okay? Schedule length equal to completion time of last process minus arrival time of first process. Completion of time of last process is 13 minus arrival time of first process is 2 and so schedule length is 11. Okay, this is the schedule length. See, schedule length is nothing but total time our scheduling algorithm has actually scheduled processes. Okay, our scheduling algorithm has scheduled processes for 11 time units starting from 2 till 13. Fine. Now let's compute one more thing, which is nothing but throughput. Okay, throughput is nothing but number of processes executed per unit time. Okay, number of processes executed per unit time. See here, how many processes have we executed here actually? We have executed 5 processes, right? P1, P2, P3, P4 and P5, which means they have given only 5 processes. So throughput equal to number of processes divided by schedule length, okay? And number of processes which has completed execution is nothing but 5 and schedule length is 11, okay? So 5 by 11 is the throughput, which means 5 by 11 processes have completed execution per unit time, okay? The unit is processes, 5 by 11 processes per execution time. Sorry, processes per unit time, okay? It's not execution time, actually it is unit time, okay? So this is the throughput. Fine, we have computed everything, right? Average turnaround time, waiting time, throughput and schedule length. That's it, okay? This is what all about shortest job for scheduling algorithm, okay?